get him mad, turns green, clothes rip in the back of the car. He tries to sweat. She comes with guns underneath her dress. Got a permanent smile on his face till he was his feet on his face.
Shut the fuck up!
What are you doing?
That wasn't me.
Oh, really? The only other person in here with custom reverb on their soundboard?
Oh, so you're just gonna
I was
start with
singing.
shade.
I was singing the action figure song, and you just gonna act like that? Well.
Oh, look at his precious little corn kernels.
What?
His teeth.
How many bunnies? You must be Nikolai. Oh, goodness. Hello, hello. I suppose we could do a poll again. May involve me getting a fucking shirt. I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back.
And a shirt.
Well, hopefully not. I don't want to have to wear a shirt. I don't want to be topless.
No shirt, no shoes, no cervix.
This is valuable data. Oh, God.
People want to see your flesh.
I don't know about that.
7 people do.
7 people. We don't have a very high voter turnout. There's a catch. I'll leave the face tracking stuff going.
Why do you think American elections are so fucked? You only got 7 people voting for
timeout. Why does it say gateway timeout? No. Hold on a second. Yeah, it says gateway timeout.
On what?
On my stream at the top.
Oh, it does say that.
Oh, it's my... Wait, I guess my trigger fire isn't gonna work? So what does that mean? What does it mean?
Did it want your Twitch login or something?
No, but this always fucking happens. I'll try to get the Gazette. There we go. Hi! Hi! Come fight me! Over here by the dragon! And your blood stain! I invaded you! I guess trigger fire's down right now. Our website is Ooh, yeah, I clicked on trigger fire and it doesn't seem like it's loading. Yeah, sorry everybody, I think our sounds won't work for the subscribers, or however this fucking shit works. Every goddamn time that this fucking mother don't want to have their shit work, whatever. All right, whatever. I'm not gonna.
Watch your fucking Twitch, dude.
Fuck you. And hire a new fucking censor. Hire a new censor, for fuck's sake. Yeah, trigger fire's down. I don't know what to do about that. Sorry.
Sounds like an alt-right podcast.
Trigger fire.
Yeah.
You are entering the trigger fire zone.
No friendly fire.
where all fire is unfriendly and there is no spin. Except for my bow tie. Woo, 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 woo. Or yeah, just have the fucking noise sound effect. I'm wearing my bow. Democrats got the pink suit and the Republican guys got like the spinning bow tie. I'm gonna be a douchebag for the whole debate. This fucking bow tie spins around when it makes a noise. Oh, I have a siren whistle always, cause like to do like robot noises, like. You know, like, I don't know, it's good for recording robot noises and things. If you could really hide it and like do the robot dance and do some like stuff, it looks cool. Not on webcam with contrast turned all the way up, but you know. I've got a kazoo, and I've even got one of those weird little cowboy bing, bing, boing, boing things. I don't want to. I don't want to say the name of it. A mouth harp. What if I set the music to D? Would this work? Yeah, just like that. Switch it over to the Metal Gear Solid music. That might sound cool. Hell yeah. This is a mouth harp. You actually have to press it against your teeth or it won't make a noise. See, you have to actually like... It's a vocoder from the 1800s. I don't know. I don't know. And then, yeah, the obligatory siren whistle. You rock out too much on it, it'll chip your teeth, probably. Yeah, I come out of my hole from time to time. Sorry, Rex, I've got to get these teeth in place.
That's okay. Working on my own thing in the meantime anyway. Take your time.
I've kind of gotten used to it down in F pitch. everything just kind of in that middle F area. How's it going? I'm doing all right. You must be Nikolai. You must be the asshole. Greg, were you still going to show what you were working on?
Me?
Yeah.
Guess.
No, the third Greg.
No, I was just saying, like, you were streaming before, but when we moved over here, it stopped your stream. I didn't know if you wanted to show people what you were working on. It was really cool. No, I'm out of here. Let's get it going. Yeah, there we go. Show us your skills. Greg, do you have a Twitch? I mean, I guess I should know that, but I haven't seen you stream in a long time.
I don't know how to stream on Twitch. I should. But I was talking to Rex about that yesterday.
Yeah.
We should just start a multi-stream. Just all of us stream together. And
we can be a
split
multi-channel network.
Well, now that there's like a a way that you can make a streaming group, like a clique on Twitch, like the Poggers group. Where it's like, you know, what's their faces? I don't fucking know. I don't watch people on Twitch. Like XQ Cow dude or whatever, the number one streamer on Twitch, and Charlie and all those people. They have like, you know, I don't know what it's called, some kind of like streaming group or club or clique or something. I don't know how it works, but I think it'd be neat if we made our own.
Yeah. Our own dog pile.
With very specific guidelines for joining. To be like, hey, do you think I could join your streaming group? No!
Goodbye.
Get out of here with that bullshit. God damn it. Damn it, Shane. Damn it, Shane. Shane Gillis' dad needs to be a character. That's what I should do. Just like total power moves. Just be like, hey Shane, I know I tried to get a hold of you to do some voice acting, but honestly, do you think you can get your dad to voice this character instead? Like, I'm sure he'll take a couple $1,000s for a few hours of work. That would be great if I could get like both Shane Gillis and his dad to do a voice in the violence. And if Shane gets in, I'll tell him, I was like, I don't know how much Matt wants, but if you're gonna do a voice in my cartoon, I want Matt to do one too. Gotta have the shaman in there.
The shaman. They say when in battle, he is as if possessed by a demon.
What's it like when he's in there? He's like,
well, boss, I hope you're happy. You got the card.
Metal Gear Solid 1 really is the best video game ever made. I will joust anyone over a giant vat of bubbling lard who says otherwise. It really is like, seriously, can you think of a game that blew you away more than Metal Gear Solid 1 did when you were like 14?
I think I was like,
God. Well, I mean, like,
18
assuming
the
you
first
were...
time I played it, but still, even then, I was just like, this is a game? Like, games can do this to me?
It came out on PlayStation 1 in 1998. Like, as I was going into fucking high school. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2. Honestly, the importance of plot in a video game, Metal Gear Solid 2, number one out of anything. Every other video game's message to the player is second or lower in comparison to the lasting message that you get from Metal Gear Solid 2. It's so based. It's so fucking like warning about the fucking AI stuff and all that shit. Like, there's so many fucking people on the internet that like have made videos about how Metal Gear Solid 2's message is like frighteningly like Nostradamus levels of yeah. God. Yeah, I really, really like Death Stranding. I'm not that far in it yet. Don't ruin the game for me, please. But it's a really fun game. I've been enjoying it. I haven't played it in a couple months, but I remember exactly where I was, what had happened, and I basically just got the motorcycle unlocked. I'm not that far in the game.
Oh, where I'm at.
It's so fucking weird. Which is awesome. That's fine. I want it to be. When I get a Kojima game, I'm not like, okay, the graphics are an 8.5. I would have given a 9, but like, no. Like,
You just gotta let a game wash over you sometimes and not go into it
if it's
critical.
by that dude, and I get it. Like, some people don't want that. There are crazy movie directors that say, like, a certain thing has to be a certain way when my movie is presented, blah, blah, blah. I totally get that. Totally understand. Absolutely. Greg, we gotta finish going through Metroid Prime Remake,
Yeah, we do.
Remaster. It was really pretty seeing that game in such detail. After a year of trying to get the specially procured copy to work with the HD texture repack, which I never got to work. I never could figure it out. I had all the files and everything, and I'm not an idiot, but holy shit, yeah, that was a little confusing.
Give a holler if you need any help with anything too, Greg.
I'm doing pretty good here.
Please do. And you're smart. You're extremely intelligent. Once you figure this shit out, you can do it all on your own. But if there's some glitch or something that you're not expecting it to act a certain way or something like that, say something immediately. Stop! Don't touch. Leave the area. Tell an adult. I forget what the mascot was. It was like the eagle, the gun safety eagle. And that was his motto. If you see a gun, like if you're playing hide and seek in your mom's bedroom and you hide in the closet and you see a box and open the lid and there's a handgun inside. It's some story like that, and it's like the 4 things. It goes, stop, don't touch, leave the area, tell an adult.
Remember, when your uncle wants a suckle.
I was just gonna say, when you were saying like the Eagle safety gun, it made me think of Danger 5 and the sit-down gun.
Don't make me get the sit-down
Sit-down gun.
Now, what was it? When Uncle Touchy invites you to his naked puzzle basement.
Oh, yeah.
Top 10 times that Top Gun financial advisor Mark Cuban was invited into Uncle Touchy's naked puzzle basement. Number 7 will blow your mind.
Good Christ. Shout out to old General Patton. No.
Load custom textures.
Oh, I'm gonna load some custom textures up in that ass. Or not, you know, it could go either way, really. Nestical had the best UI. Nestical had the Chad UI. Z-SNES had the Virgin UI. Oh, we're gonna put snowflakes in it. Oh, it's faded when you're in the menu, huh? No, Nestical was the best one. Bloody sword. Shit, man. The fecal. Yeah, man. Big thanks to Shit, man. The fecal overlord. Bow to him. I don't know if you ever played Nestical, the Nintendo emulator. Man, I had Nestical on my DOS computer. I had a DOS version of Nestical, DOS version of SNES 9X that almost ran Super Metroid perfect. This was a version back in the late 90s where the X-ray scope still didn't quite look right. I can't remember, it was a while ago. But holy shit, yeah. Like 98, 99. It was neat. It was neat being like a year or so after Super Nintendo stopped making new games. It's like, wow, I have every Super Nintendo game on this website that I can, you know, just innocently take a look at, procure through legal means. Yeah, you get the. I even had MAME. I remember being 9th grade and playing the MAME emulator on my laptop, bringing my laptop to school and playing Metal Slug 2. The volume turned all the way down. It's like the teachers did that. Rocket launcher. You know, unless it was 5th period, Mr. Floyd, he didn't care. It was great that he had did I ever mod a calculator? I didn't mod a calculator. We just had a TI. I had a TI 86 up until a couple years ago. And you know, I'm not saying they're muffled. I'm just trying to do the video game voice. Being good is not good. Everybody's a critic. Iron Lizard, Rocket Launcher. All right, I'm almost done with these teeth. So, how are you liking Darkwood?
Me?
Are you digging the lore?
So far, it hasn't revealed too much yet.
Well,
but I am liking it. I'm feeling the growth. More than anything, it gives me more terror than
more dread.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's genuinely
Absolutely.
like even like when I step on like a mushroom or a bear trap on accident, I like my whole body shrieks.
Yeah, it's crazy.
God.
There's so many instances. I hate to say this, but I want you to play the game more than once. Like once, and this is the thing.
handle
Like you
that.
don't have to. If you don't want to, that's fine. But as somebody who speed runs every Resident Evil game that comes out, I think you'll want to, because there's a lot of different pieces of lore and strands to unravel for the story, and they all line up perfectly. You'll
I
understand.
was also
like,
gonna
I've
say
gone,
too that like just like when I first started the Resident Evil 4 remake, it took me like 13 hours to beat because I really took my time with it. And then when I played it again after that, it took me like
which
3
one was
hours
that?
maybe. The 4 remake that came out recently.
Yeah. Like the first
And
time
I'm
I
doing
went
the
through
same.
it was like
Yeah.
I took over 24 hours. I went very slow, but now it's just like running through. I'm like halfway through the game in 3 hours.
Yeah. And I'm sure that Darkwood's gonna be the same because now once I get the full feel for it from start to finish, and I'll by then I'll have a really good understanding of the mechanics that, it'll be a breeze.
The best thing about Darkwood, other than the fright, the best thing about it is the lore and the characters and the story that's laid out in front of you. Yeah. It's tied with Barotrauma for my favorite 2D computer game. Favorite 3D computer game? I have to separate that into co-op, because I only play co-op. My favorite co-op computer game of all time, it really is a toss-up between Arma 3 and Barotrauma and 7 Days to Die. Those are my three.
materials between objects.
To do
Okay,
what?
so you want to use the same one? What's the material you're wanting to share?
So this guy here,
Mm-hmm. He's got the blue.
yeah. So I want to take this material and apply it to
Okay,
this
so
object.
that one, that object's gonna have its own slots. Go to object mode,
Yeah. Object mode. Yep.
and it's got just click the list box under that one with the same name in it. That
This
one.
here?
Yeah, click the little left thing and just choose that material for that slot.
Okay.
And then if you want to add more slots, you just click that plus button to the right. Every object, separate objects in object mode, they'll all have material slots. Like slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, slot 4, and so on and so on. You assign the faces of your object. You go into edit mode and into face mode and click them, and you assign them the slots. Look at it as you assigning slot number 1, slot number 2, or whatever. Whatever material is in that slot, if you change it later, it's not gonna matter. You can change it, because like the faces inside of your object are defined, or like the material of them is the slot you assign them to. I don't know, it's hard to explain until you mess around with it for like 20 minutes, and then you understand how it works. That's looking really good though. Like,
It looks like Optimus Prime.
yeah, like obviously, like if I looked at it now and didn't know what you were doing, yeah, I would assume you weren't a beginner at Blender either. He is really doing pretty good.
I would also get used to naming your materials as you make them, because if it's just going to keep defaulting,
It's one of those things where like Slava doesn't do it because he's like a speed demon,
and he's lazy.
Well,
he admits it.
A mixture, but
you are correct.
If you're going to be working with the same asset, like if it's a thing that you're just doing once and giving someone like a commission or whatever, and it doesn't matter, then whatever. But if you're going to be working with the same asset in like 9 different projects, and you're working with the same materials and putting those materials on other objects in the world, you want to name everything. You want to get, and it's not hard. You'll memorize it once you like keep referencing the same assets over and over again. After like 10 times, you're just gonna memorize it. It's like when I give Rex and Bubba in-betweens to do in color. Rex confirm, deny. After doing like 5 or 6 frames coloring, you've pretty much memorized which keys are which color for the character.
Yeah. Well, especially because it's all well mapped out with it all being on the left hand, like Q, W, E, R, T.
Yeah, the QWERTY row is the clothing. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The number keys row is the character's body colors. Like their fur, their skin color, their darkened skin color, secondary fur color, whatever. All that's on the number row. 1 and 2 are always your line and your black fill. Like this is line, this is material 1, this is material 2.
You want to hit a sign after you have the face selected that you want to change the color to, Greg.
Thanks.
On the material menu. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, like these green ones are just unused. But Wolf only has 2 colors on his body that we use, the main fur color and the secondary fur color. So that's 3 and 4. So whenever you hit the material button, you know that if you hit, U1, it's going to be the stroke. U2, it's going to be the black fill material. And then past that, U3 is going to be the character's first, like, fur color. Then U4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are going to be the colors of the character's body, from most common color used when filling to least common color. And then you see you've got here the QWERTY. All of these are the clothing colors. QWERTY from left to right. Q is the most common clothing color. So no matter which character that you're coloring in my setup, when you go to start, they're like, okay, the biggest part of their clothing, the one that like their primary clothing color, you don't even have to remember what the color is. All you have to remember is when the menu comes up, you hit Q. Q. And that gives you the main first. QWERTY from left to right, like I said, is the order of popularity of the colors used for the clothing. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is all of the character's body stuff. Like I said, 1 and 2 are always reserved for black line and black fill. Those will always be number 1 and 2 on every character. This isn't like some industry rule or whatever. This is just the bullshit that I made up for my own grease pencil objects. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is where I put all of my characters' body colors. And then the QWERTY row, QWERTY, these are all their clothing colors. So they start out with like his jacket, his shirt, his pants, and then smaller things that aren't used so often, like his belt, his shoes, socks, like whatever. Eye patch color down here, because the eye patch is so much less common than jacket, shirt, and jeans. This is what this is: a jacket, shirt, jeans, eye patch, belt, shoes, whatever. And then the next row down, the ASDF row, is the eye whites, the teeth, the upper teeth, the lower teeth. They can be the same color. I separate them because when you go into edit teeth and you only want to move the lower jaw, you can lock the upper teeth by their material. So just make a separate material for upper teeth and lower teeth, even if they're the same color, and you can lock one. Like right here, you go to the materials and it's like, you know, you want to lock the upper teeth and move everything else around. You just go to your upper teeth and lock it. And then, you know, you can move everything and notice that the upper teeth material of the teeth don't move around. And if you do unlock that, move it around, then everything moves around, see? But if you lock the upper teeth material, everything else will. So if you only want to move the upper teeth or the lower teeth or the tongue or the throat or whatever, those materials are all in the ASDFGH. The eye color, the throat, the tongue, the lower teeth, upper teeth, the eye whites. That's like face colors. And then ZXCVB and M, like this bottom row, are all of the shadow materials and whatnot. There's like a material you can move around, increase the thickness, smooth it out, you know, add more shadow if you need to. Wherever you need it. Even if it's just like a line of shadow that you want. It's fun to do. It really is. However you want to do it. You can smooth it out. You can increase the thickness. There are a couple of these little glitches here. You can smooth them out. If you have something that's really sharp like this, you start getting these artifacts. I really wish they would fix it, or find a way to at least.
They're just like weird wrinkles, kind of.
Yeah, it's just because it's texturing it over and it just doesn't look right.
That's been a problem for a long time.
Yeah, a while. You can go down here and turn off self-overlap, and sometimes it'll work or fix the middle of it. But hopefully they'll get that one of these days. Smith, I no longer use the shading from the 3D models anymore. The only thing that I use the 3D models for at this point is just as a loose drawing reference for the character. I'm not against the effect, it's just for my stuff that I'm doing. It like when I did that first train scene where I was starting to use that effect, I found that like if I used it at like a level of 0.25, like 25% alpha or 25% opacity or whatever, it looked okay, but anything over 25%, it gave it that Borderlands look. I don't know. And yeah, like when I realized that I could just set up these things to have like blurred edge manual shadows that I could just draw every frame, absolutely. That's looking really good, Greg.
Yeah.
I'm still hungry.
Wait till you get into geometry nodes after this, or a few other sculpts.
I've already messed with them. We did
They're
it with the
cool.
donut. Yeah, they're really crazy.
Mhm.
What? You fucked around with geometry nodes? I've never
Yeah,
even
that's how,
touched
that's how I
them.
did the,
I'm
that's how I did the
terrified.
sprinkles. The sprinkles for the donut are all geometry nodes.
But you kind of get it though?
Yeah, and they are absolutely like bananas.
That's awesome.
No, they're donut sprinkles.
Maybe I sprinkle my nose with bananas.
Oh, come on. That's what Dynamite calls his dingleberries. I'm sorry. Immediately.
What?
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Like you regret it the second you say it.
I know. It
Like that
happens
was
a
too
lot.
far even for me.
God, this just makes me want to play Mass Effect again. What is Afghani chicken tikka?
Oh, sounds good. I don't know what it is,
Chicken
and I want
breast
it.
pieces marinated in cream cheese, cashew, and egg white, roasted in a clay oven tandoor.
I can only get so erect. Nay, I can
You
get
ever seen
more
one of
erect. Keep
these?
going.
It's like your boner meter goes from like real hard and just switches back to soft again, you know? Like a,
Goes right around.
yeah,
I got so hot it went soft again.
like an index overflow.
I don't know what to do with y'all, so I'm just gonna leave you here.
Okay.
I am curious about it, though.
Yeah. Man.
What's up? What's going on?
Well, I got residual Patreon paid today, you know, because I do like the day one cash out, and then
Yeah,
5
and
days
then
later you
there's a
get
little,
the remaining.
couple days later, yeah, I've got like $120 or something.
I kind of want to order out, but I
Do it,
really
do
hate
it,
doing
do it,
that. I
do it.
hate doing it.
If
I
it's extra
hate-
money that you didn't plan on having, and you've been good otherwise and been active, go for it. I won't judge you. I promise. That's a promise. That's a pinky promise. Brett. Please. Please make peace! Dude, I want to watch The Dark Crystal with you again.
Hell yeah, dude.
Like, I really do think you'll like it the more that you watch it. It's like... Because I remember the first time I watched it, I was like, ew, this is scary, yucky, evil, bad thing, meh. Like, when I was like 4 years old. The more that I watched it, I was like, this is one of the most amazing things that anyone has ever made, ever. Holy fuck.
100% handmade too. Like it's
Yeah.
fucking nutty.
What did I do with this? About the Dune music. The music from Dark Crystal and the music from Dune, too. That's another thing. Like, the music from Dark Crystal, I've never heard music like that in a movie since. That was some weird fucking music. And it's cool that all of the little creatures speak in like a Slavic Serbo-Croatian language. And I didn't notice that until I watched the movie after I was learning Russian. And Kira's like, Otkuda? And I was like, oh, she's at, wait, that's Russian for from where? Like, is she asking? And I went and looked it up, and it's like this Serbian, Croatian, like, mixture of, you know, I don't know. Now, the new Dune, I have yet to hear the finished thing of the new Dune soundtrack. But the first half, holy shit. Yeah, I've seen the new Dune movie like 3 times. It was so great. Yeah, Netflix greenlit a Dark Crystal series. And as much respect as I have for the Jim Henson crew and everything, it wasn't it, or however a feller says it in current year. Like,
good puppets doesn't mean good writing. So.
Yeah, like no, I didn't like that they used CG. I was like, if you guys use any CG, like I'm out already. But I don't know, it was trying too hard to be a PG Game of Thrones, and all the weird, like, you know, below the belt anatomy of the Skeksis canonically. I was just like, we don't need to know about this. Which person on the writing crew was like, we need to know about what their butts and their balls and their wieners are like. And it's like, not really. You can leave that out. Oh no, you're gonna leave it in? All right. Like the one that's like taking a whiz and there's 2 urine streams coming out, and it's like, oh, they have 2 penises. Okay, wow, strange canon. No, it doesn't have the same soul as the movie. I'm not saying it's horrible or cringe or bad, but like it was a wonderful effort, but it didn't have the same soul. It like, I don't want to sound snooty or anything, but it wasn't quite it. This ain't it, man. For real, no cap. For real as fuck. Yeah, where Augur comes in and like throws her eye into the bathtub, and it shows like the eyeball view in the bathtub of their nether regions. And it's like, why would she do what? Somebody, man. Yeah, it was weird. There was some TMI going on. Sorry, my eyes are leaking goo. Leaking goo! My favorite dish.
Just say you're crying.
From the walk and roll. God, Greg, you're gonna get mad at me.
Why?
Would you get mad at me if tomorrow I told you I wanted some more Mapo tofu?
No, actually.
I want you to learn how to make it. I want you to make your own weird Canuck version of Mapo tofu.
It's so easy.
And learn it from Rex. Wait, can we go to the...
No, I learned it from that dude on YouTube.
Is the Asian market going to be open tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, just use
so we
that
need Szechuan peppercorns. We need Szechuan chilies.
Was it my dad's cooking or something like that?
Made with Lao.
That's the recipe I'm using.
Or whatever. The Lao, Daddy Lao. But, we need Szechuan black peppercorns and the chilies and the, what is it called, Rex? The bean dip. Bean sauce?
The fermented black bean sauce.
Yeah, I assume that the Asian market will have that too. Yeah, I think that's my favorite Asian, like I assume that's non-Americanized. Like, it's weird as hell. Everything, all the non-Americanized Chinese food that I eat here is either like super, super stanky, funky, seafood stuff, or it's like weird pepper, chili, spicy shit that would never be at a Chinese buffet. Like the sweet and sour stuff that Greg got. I think that was a really old recipe because it tasted like it was just the sweet and sour syrup tasted like it was based off molasses and not just like the orange sugar syrup with pineapples and shit that they have now.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Not at all. Not at all. But, you know. You must be Nikolai.
At this rate, Greg's not gonna have to buy models anymore. He's just gonna make them on, just make them in Blender.
Wait till we get a friggin' 3D printer hooked up, and you can just literally just make what you want and 3D print it out. Don't forget to set the infill. Don't forget to set the infill. You ever 3D printed something, Rex?
No, never.
Man.
I really want to.
It's fun, and when you're new to it, you have no idea what you're doing, but after you've made like 10 test prints, you're a seasoned veteran. Like seriously, it's like, oh, I know how to change the infill and how to add supports and do slices, and like you're going to fuck up dozens of things just learning. That's all right. You get the filament, you find some dinky thing that you want to print out, and you set it to print and you wait for 6 hours. Or some little things, if you're doing a low quality, you can print out little figurines in like 3 or 4 hours that, you know, lower quality and more like big, basically pixels in real life, the steps. Because you know a 3D thing, how a printer works, it goes around and does the bottom layer and it moves up a millimeter and it does the next thing. And the thicker that those layers are, the more goo it squirts out and the faster it gets done. But they're like bigger pixels. And if you sit there where like every layer is like 0.02 millimeters or some shit like that, it's gonna be, or you have 0.2 millimeters or whatever, it's gonna take all day to print out. But if you have a good printer, you won't be able to see the ridges in it at all. It'll just look like a smooth thing. Especially the liquid ones. The resin printers, that's what I want. If I get into the action figure stuff for the Violence or Space Odyssey, we're gonna get one of the big resin printers where I can just print like 20 action figures at once. I may not even do it that way. I may do it like the old school way where we print out like 10 casts and then just fill those up with the whatever the other stuff is. The non-printer resin. Anyone here? Yeah. I heard about, the Bowser guy. I heard about that, but I'm pretty sure something will be worked out for that person.
I watched a video of a lawyer breaking the whole thing down.
Oh yeah.
And it's it's pretty unfortunate because like the Bowser dude used to be like he worked in real estate during the 2008 financial crisis, you know?
Gary
and
Bowser.
He was just kind of like, and he was just kind of out of work, and he did like some programming stuff, and he was hired on to work on the hardware for whoever the fuck like made the hardware that got sued by Nintendo initially.
Yeah.
It was some like millionaire douchebag b-hole.
Yeah, and that
who's
dude,
now,
I heard that dude didn't even get in trouble, and it's just this regular Canuck dude.
Bowser became the scapegoat in this situation. And like what the company did was obviously extremely illegal. Like they were.
Yeah, but that's not something. It's not like you raped or murdered somebody.
Well, obviously, yeah, those are two totally different cases.
It's fucking just around. We fucked around with the release of a Nintendo thing. It cost them a little bit of money, and send them to prison for a couple years, or fine them a big chunk of money. But it's like this amount where they're going to be garnishing your check for like 20-30%, literally for the rest of your medium income life.
Bowser definitely got the shit end of the stick on this one for sure, because since they couldn't catch the big guy, like that company kind of threw Bowser to the wolves, and he's just it's a shit sandwich, like top to bottom.
Yeah.
Sorry, I stopped streaming there.
Oh, well, I just dropped my fucking. Oh my god, my mouse.
Well, it sort of reminds me of the freaking Wizards of the Coast sending the Pinkertons after that dude.
They literally sent the Pinkertons.
The literal
Pinkertons on that.
Yeah, the literal Pinkertons. Let's send a bunch of union busting douchebags to go and knock at some guy's door and demand that he return product. Yeah.
Like the fact that they're still around. Trigger fire, what are you up to?
It's like, knock, knock. Oh, who's at the door? Goons. Hired goons.
Yeah, I guess Trigger Fire is getting the... No, I think it's back up. Let's look. What the hell are they doing?
The video that I watched.
Stop it, you idiot. Trigger Fire, your website is down.
Folks, I have to hop off here. I gotta get up for free comic book day.
Hell
Boys
yeah,
and
dude.
girls, tomorrow is International Free Comic Book Day. If you have a comic book near you, they may be celebrating. They may have some neat free swag for you. We have cake and popcorn.
What?
Yeah.
Pie and punch. I was led to believe that there would be pie and punch.
Yeah, it is a international thing. Like it's an opportunity for a lot of different publishing companies to showcase various comics and stories. It's a way for them to advertise. It's a way to promote small comic book stores, and it's usually a lot of fun. I'm going to be on shoplifting. Shoplifter
Loss
detection
prevention.
LP.
Loss prevention. There we go.
Well, loss prevention is an antiquated offensive term. It is now referred to as asset protection.
I prefer to call it "Don't steal from my fucking store, you assholes."
Hell yeah.
I don't work there. If I'm there and I see somebody doing that, I'll do a Jake the Snake. I'll stone cold stun them.
You'll
jackknife.
hurt your back again is what you'll do.
Yeah.
But at least you'll save a $60 piece of merchandise.
Yep.
Perfect grade.
We'll talk tomorrow.
Gundam thief.
All right, dude.
Have a good one, Greg.
Mm-hmm. Well, I ordered 5 Guys. Okay. I only heard 3. There were supposed to be 5 spurts.
After the 4th one, we threw in a GIMP for free.
Oh my god.
Wake up the gimp.
Putting your perfect porn star cheeseburger. What's going on it? Or hamburger? We'll say that cheese is also.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying that Gary Bowser is innocent. I'm just saying that taking a third of his income for the rest of his life is
and
a
his prison
little harsh.
Wages. They're taking all of his prison wages.
Well, I mean, he probably made like $7 a day when he was in there. Like in prison, you make like $1 or $2 an hour. It's something like ridiculously
but still,
small.
like they need that for like toothpaste and whatnot.
Yeah. We'll see. You know, maybe someone will do a thing for him.
I know there was some other dude that got sued by Nintendo and lost horribly and had to pay out millions. And I think like a year after the lawsuit, Nintendo mailed him like a Ganondorf statue that's like limited edition or something, which is just like kind of really fucked up. Like,
wait, why?
They gave him a gift. I don't know.
Maybe some weird Japanese tradition that we don't know about.
Who knows, man? It's like, we're sorry, but still fuck you.
Thank you for paying off the debt that you owe. Here's a Gretzko Funko Pop. Keep paying on time. Oh my god. Oh god. All right, I think I'm being trolled by the skip the dishes Uber Eats people. Like, seriously. There's Arsh Deep, Gaggin Deep, and now there's Love Deep. Maybe it's Love Deep. I don't know. I don't want to be culturally insensitive. Not at all. Yeah, DoorDash, the food is slightly cheaper, but the fees are murder. Skip the dishes, the food is really expensive, but the fees are low now.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
Aww.
Yay.
Nothing. I'm just being. When you get over there and see your grandma, tell her I said. She'll know what you mean. Yeah, I think this is ready to send to you.
I'm ready. I'm wide open.
Let's see.
I'm
Dilated
put it in me.
fully. Yeah, there you go.
She's ovulating.
Ovulously.
Captain Ovulus.
Captain Ovulus.
No, I didn't know that. Oh my God, here we go.
I'm just oblivious to this.
It's a quote from
conversation.
Devil's Advocate. Someone asked me to do an impression of my favorite Al Pacino quote. They were expecting Scarface or something. I just went, "She's ovulating." It sounds more like fucking Gilbert Gottfried. They're just like, what? I was like, you never see Devil's Advocate? I'm sorry.
What the hell is this words? God, I could use some trouser gravy right now. Remember, when you eat, you're just a vacuum with nipples.
Jesus Christ. God damn it. All right, yeah, I think that's it. I had to adjust the teeth a whole bunch, but did you finish Resident Evil 1 original, Rex?
On PlayStation? Oh, yes.
Did you like it?
I only did one playthrough of it. I liked it, yeah.
You just did the Jill?
It was good seeing its roots. Yeah, I didn't do the Chris run yet. I just did the Jill. The Jill was like stupid easy mode. Like, you don't even fight.
Well, you've played every other Resident Evil since. You know what to expect. But yeah, like, oh my God. Original Resident Evil. Like, I didn't even play it on PlayStation. I didn't have a PS1 when it came out. I rented Resident Evil 1 from Blockbuster for the Sega Saturn. It was 1997, I think. It's a game, like, when it starts up, it fades in the number 1996. Victims were apparently eaten. But I remember I was in 7th grade when I had a Sega Saturn. And the 3D spaceship thing and the karaoke stuff. The Mons Pubis. You gotta add Mons Pubis.
Apparently.
That was a adult clothing store and fetish shop in Ybor City, Florida. No, I take it back. It was Mons Venus. I wonder if that's still there. I'm gonna look that up. Mons Venus.
Is Spencer's Gift still a thing? Oh, it is.
Mons Venus, world famous nude strip club, Tampa, at Dale Mabry Boulevard. Oh, Dale Mabry Highway now? God, my Florida lore needs to be updated. Maybe it was a strip club. There was a Mons Venus in Ybor City. Every time I've ever been to Ybor City, except the last time that I went, like, I was very much under 18. Jesus Christ. I'd be 16 or 17, I could drive there and park and get ripped off by homeless people. But it was still a fun time. Yeah, I'm a Florida boy. I was born in Florida, lived there 19 years. I still want Jill or Chris and Barry's scenarios done, like, every minute of what they're doing at the same time as separate scenarios. And I want like the RE1 remake for GameCube. I want that, but as a 2-player co-op game. And like, there's no saving. Like, the whole game, like, you get in, each person has a character. Like, I want to make a video game, a co-op video game that you have to commit to. It's like, this game takes 6 hours to beat. And there's no saving. When you play this game with a friend, you both have to have 6 hours uninterrupted. And, oh man, that would be so great. That's what I love about Arma. Arma 3 really is the D&D of first-person shooters. Love deep.
My food is here. I'll be right back.
Yeah, my food's almost here too. must be Nikolai. Have a good sleep. You must be Nikolai. You must. Oh! Dreamkeeper's comic, thank you for the super raid. Just in here getting some work done. Before my butter chicken arrives. Butter chicken. I did get a little bit of food. I've only eaten twice today. Yeah, my food's here. Love deep. Love deep. Still much appreciated. I will have to take a break to eat here in a few minutes, but then I'll be back. I lived in Florida, then I lived in Tennessee, and I lived in a bunch of other places, and now I'm in Canada. New Brunswick, the best and most exciting province in the country.
I like it.
It's very East Coast.
I'm going to mute myself for a moment as my mouth will temporarily become a trough.
I haven't even undone my pants.
Well, get in line.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just...
My man.
No, it's no good. That's not my man. That's not very, my food's here. I'm sorry. I need to go eat.
I didn't know I could fuck my own mouth with a cheeseburger, but here we are.
What?
It was so good, dude. You have no idea.
I just had some gulab jamun.
Hell yeah.
I had 2 of them.
Fuck.
Gulab jamun. Gulab jamun. I hold in my hand the gulab jamun. It is a dessert for humans.
Oh, those fucking cheese balls and the syrup.
The milk solid, the donut hole things in the honey water, honey rose water. Oh,
yeah.
God.
Oh, dude. God damn.
Yeah.
I just watched a video on how to make homemade paneer. Speaking of,
I don't even know
Indian
what paneer
cheeses.
is. I mean, I know it's like the milk cheese cube things, but I have no idea.
You never had
how
like paneer tikka masala before?
No, I've eaten paneer like 40 times. I just don't know. I know it's like a milk cheese, cottage cheese cube kind of thing, but I don't know exactly what it is. It's one of my favorite things in the world, butter paneer. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
But we ate butter paneer when we went to Taste of India.
That's right. Yeah. There was this place in San Francisco that Bubba and I would go to on our breaks, and they had salmon tikka masala. And it was
salmon. I've never had fish curry.
Dude. Oh God. It's
I had shrimp curry once, but I've never had like fish curry. Coconut curry with shrimp is really good.
Oh fuck yeah. I just ate and I could like nibble some of that right now.
I'm in trouble. You have to be punished. Go to your room. Go to your room.
Go to my room.
Oh God. Your room of pain. What's in the box? Microtransactions. Are you suggesting a Duke's son is a cuck? No, I'm suggesting that you might be based. Am I out of napkins? Got this old COVID mask I can blow my nose into.
I'm convinced that Five Guys is the best fast food.
Sorry, what now?
Get. I'm convinced that Five Guys is the best fast food burger you can get.
It's definitely one of the best. I will agree with you there.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Dave's triple all the way.
That sounds local as hell.
Wendy's.
That's a Wendy's burger. Yeah.
A what? A Dave's?
A Wendy's burger. Dave's triple, like Dave's classic double triple.
They don't call that. They don't call it that here. It's just like that. Maybe they do, but last time I go there, it's just like the single, double, triple. I never saw Dave's in front of it. But yeah, the square patty triple thing that they do, I do like Wendy's. I'm not super picky. There's not, I think the only fast food place I've ever been to where it's hard finding something that you like
Dairy Queen for me.
Well, you don't like the Blizz from a Dairy Queen? Or you're talking about
Well,
the
I'll
hot
get
food?
that, but like, yeah, they're hot food. It's
Right,
all just like tastes like freezer food.
I've had like that's. I mean, if you go to a place where they have a huge, giant ass walk-in freezer for their dessert products, probably everything they got. I mean, like every restaurant, everything's got to have like cold storage. But yeah, like they look around for a microwave. It's not tobacco. It's lubricant.
It's piss.
No, it's lubricant for my Jews harp. I tried to get back into nicotine. I really did. Like on the trip with Bubba's stuff when I was driving the U-Haul truck up from Texas. I actually got a pack of Zyn, you know, those tobacco or nicotine pouches, like the ones Peppy has in my cartoon. And I got the threes, not the sixes, like the half doses. And yeah, after like 3 or 4 minutes, I felt like I was gonna like run off the road and pass out. I was like, nah, I can't do nicotine. I quit smoking for a reason. Like, holy fuck. Maybe like 4% nicotine of what those things have. Yeah, I'd like cut a corner off of one and stick it in my mouth if I really wanted to, but it's just like, no, I can't. Every 6 months or 7 months, I'll go and smoke, you know, take a hit off of my sister-in-law's cigarette or something like that at a party or something, and be like, bleh. Now my fingers smell bad. You know, I don't judge anybody. I smoked for 17 years, but I can't anymore. I quit in 2017, and every time that I've had a cigarette since then, I'm just like, nah, I can't. It's a shoe that no longer fits. You must be Nikolai. You must be Nikolai. You must be Nikolai. Must be Nikolai. Must be Nico. Must be Nikolai.
Yeah, Joe, dude, we'll see if it drives me crazy, because I'll be the one doing the in-betweens for this.
Well, I mean, I can turn that off at any time. I can just, I can just mute that, but I'm looking at the noises right now.
Yeah, you need to.
You must be Nico. You must be Nico. Speed. I mean, even just this much. You must be Nikolai. Nico. This is going to teach you how my mouth frames work. You are going to learn the functions of my mouth.
How to bend it, mold it.
Hold it. And you just come in and put a cherry stem in your mouth, make a funny face, and then stick your tongue out, and the cherry stem has a knot tied in it. And I'm just
It's
like,
an origami crane.
15 points for Hufflepuff.
I was supposed to show y'all I could do that, but we never got a cherry for it.
Wait, okay, you can actually do that, or is it where you tie the knot and you stick it up in your gum before you pop the question? Because that's the real trick.
That's the real trick, but the actual skill I have, I can tie it in a knot in my mouth. Yes.
His dad taught him how to do that.
Oh, stop!
Before he died, he
No.
held my hand and he showed me.
Unnecessary lore.
The last thing my father ever said to me was,
Son, come close.
Okay.
Closer.
Oh, Father, you did. Oh,
knowing my old man, that would have been totally on par for him, honestly.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know. What the fuck are we doing? The money is in the. Whatever you do, don't forget the. Life force depleted. Must be Nikolai.
But yeah, I can tie a
You
cherry
must
stem
be
with my tongue.
Nikolai. Must be. I want you to pay very close attention to what I'm doing,
I have been.
because you know I have a button to lock the material I have selected, but I also have a button to toggle lock every other material that I don't have selected. So like when I just want to move his teeth around, like what you're seeing here on my screen, I select the tooth material and then I hit my shortcut to lock all materials except for the one I have selected there. There is no default setting for that. You have to set it yourself. The fuck?
Another thing Bubba can do is like he'll go down on you and just be like, "Your birthday is October 3rd." You're like, "Oh my god, how did he know?"
I thought we weren't gonna tell anyone I could do that. That was my gift to you, and now you've ruined it for everyone.
No. It's like, oh, I thought you tasted like a Vigo.
Oh god.
Please stop. Check, please.
Oh, so you were born in Houston.
You didn't smell like a Libra while you were sleeping.
You smell like an Aries, you taste like a Taurus. Just saying.
Sounds like a rap song. Smell like an Aries and taste like Taurus. Okay. There's a what? Inside peanut butter, outside jelly. That mean you get two choices. You either get the maple syrup or you get the jelly, the grape jelly.
Oh, Jesus.
I like you. I want you. And we gonna do this the easy way, or we gonna do this the hard way? So I see you want the hard. Say, I have no little boys. I know who you are, Chris Hansen. But see, I like to call you Chris Hansen. Get over here. We can't laugh about that anymore, can we? I'll get in trouble. All right, I've given you enough to work with. You must be Nikolai. You must be Nikolai. You see the mouths?
Yep.
You must be Nikolai. You must be Nikolai. And I'm going to remove the shadow layer. Just gonna delete it because I can put that back in at some other time. It's just going to confuse you. We'll get to that later. We're eventually going to get to the point where I can just send you a file that I made when I was drunk and fucked up half of everything, and you're going to be like, oh, I know where this is, and this is, and this is.
I feel like I already can.
From Ochin Minoga experience, how would you say that? No, потому что у меня уже очень много опыт. Because to me, already very much experience. Да, я неужели говорю по-русски? мне уже на эту ночь очень много выпить. Наверное, слишком много выпить. Простите меня. All right. You must be Nikolai. You must be Nikolai. I think that should be enough for you, right? You know the layers. You know my layer system already.
Yeah, I can handle it.
I colored the eyes and, you know, the mouth lines layer. I'm using his fur material, like his fur.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just to draw the lip, like this part here.
Yeah, that's how I did it on the other scene that I did. Same thing.
And this is because I did it every other way for like a year or two, and this is what I've found to just, if I memorize it and get it into muscle memory and do it this way, it's the quickest way out of everything I've tried. It's worth it. The only things that I draw with fills, you know, like not filling the layer underneath with a bucket tool, the only things on characters so far that I do that with is the number one is the pupils of the eye. Like when you get to the eye here in this pupil, this isn't a line and a fill. This is only on the eye line layer. If you go to the eye fills layer, there's no black fill on this fill layer. It's just one object because there's no need. It's like if it's gonna just be black, I might as well, you know, go on this first layer here and just draw with the black fill material like that. You must be Nikolai. But when you go to do the mouths on there, if you're going to do the scrubbing stuff, on my tool, so let me figure out what it was. Mouth, jaw, upper. Yeah, the special button here. Mouth, jaw. Sculpting on mouth and jaw, but with the upper teeth locked. See, so on this one, like those are it unlocks these three layers: the lines, the mouth mask, and then the lower teeth, which I don't have anything on the lower teeth yet. You can do that if you want. If not, I'm gonna do it. But yeah, so you notice if I don't have the upper teeth locked, then it carries everything. But considering the upper teeth on this character do not move, just like with humans, put your fingers on your upper teeth and go ah ba 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 dang 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 ding a dong ding ding, whatever. Like your upper teeth do not move; they're fused to your skull. Like your upper jaw is there. Your lower jaw can do all and like move around wherever. That's the same thing with characters here. If I wanted to, give them teeth down here or whatever, I can move this around and the lower teeth would move around like that. You see what I mean? But you notice the upper teeth are not moving. They wouldn't. Even if Wolf was going around sniffing. He's like, hey, is that Quaker oatmeal, maple brown sugar, instant? You can move lips and nose and everything around in the lower jaw and lower teeth. But those upper teeth right here, they do not move. If you grabbed Wolf's cheeks and just pinched them and just went, and just like moved them around or whatever like this, this is accurate. This is what it would look like. His upper teeth remaining perfectly still because they're fused, like they're bound to the skull. They're not on a joint that can move around. I don't know, some of this shit is a little weird, but after doing it for years, it's just like second nature at this point. You must be Nikolai. So, Rex, when you make a new mouth frame, if you look at my stream real quick, let's say you go in here
the whole time.
Like here, between ma and like right here. This in-between frame here, obviously it's every other frame, so it could only be this one. So you would click sculpting this mouth job upper teeth locked button here. You would click this, and no matter what you have selected down here, it's gonna lock everything except those 3 layers and put you on the mouth lines layer. Since everything's unlocked, and we're doing it in between here. Yeah, you would go down here, and actually you just go up here and do. Well, shit. Hold on a second. Yeah, duplicate active keyframe. I do Control-Shift-A, all layers. So it just, you see it puts these keyframes down here.
Yeah.
Down there, it makes keyframes here, and they're the same as the one to the left of it. Chronologically, like whatever was a keyframe, whatever it was on this point. See, it's these frames, like even if we're at this one, it's still these frames until we get to these and they change. So when you do that and add the frames there, it just duplicates these, whichever one is the nearest on the left, chronologically, the previous frames. And then you go in here, and this is what I do to do the in-betweens. You go to edit mode and you delete everything but the nose. So now and then you change it to this material on mouth lines, like the wolf secondary fur material, the thing that his muzzle is. And you go up here holding B, so it'll be behind the nose when you let go. See, you hold B and it does the draw behind. Yeah, you hold B with the material 4 selected. You hold B and you draw the in-between of what the in-betweens of the mouths are going to look like. And if you want, you can draw it as just the regular material, so you can see the in-betweens for the whisker dots. So you'd like draw these here.
That's probably what I'll end up doing.
Yeah, like this is what you do. You draw with the regular lines first, and then you go and set it to material 4, and then do Control-Shift-B, send to back.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. But it doesn't matter. Like even if you do that and you want to change it back, you just change your material to the line and hit Shift-A, and just assuming you have that same custom thing that I do. And then you gotta do your little cleft line there. Same thing as before. You see that one's completely closed and this one's open, so you kind of figure out what's the middle one in between. Up here, just kind of do that. And then you turn everything else off and you change your material 4, edit mode, and apply it, send it to back, apply it, send it to back. Because if you don't send it to back, it'll be in front like that. See? And now you look at it separately and see. So what I'm going to do for now, on all these mouths, I'm going to delete the fangs. And I will add the fangs in later. You pretend that Wolf's fangs don't stick out over his bottom lip. It is considered a deformity, but for wolf people in my cartoon, it's just, you know, they got a thing, and it's just like, yeah, it makes them look more like a wolf. It's like certain species of humans having ears that are small, or nose that's skinny, or eyes that are bigger than other people's, or whatever. Like, people just kind of, in my world, yeah, in my canon, like, wolves kind of have snaggled teeth a little bit, and bigger noses than the other canines. Homie, have I ever heard of Rick James? I've got a Rick James loop in my special sound music toy thing. Well, it's Eddie Murphy featuring Rick James. When Wolf gets older, he drinks coffee and whiskey and he smokes cigarettes. So yeah, he's gonna have coffee, whiskey, cigarette breath.
And if I ever make it to 70 years old, that will be my regular diet.
That'll be my breath. It's like, yeah, if I get that old and my doctor's like, actually, your liver's fine, you didn't wreck it at all, it's like, now is the time.
The challenge accepted,
Yeah,
doctor.
if I get, like, especially if I get over 70, like, hell yeah, I'm just gonna.
No, I mean, yeah,
I'm gonna be in a flannel, sitting on my back porch. I'm gonna be like Captain Lou in Calais, Maine, and go out and, like, go lobster trapping, boil peanuts, and just sit out on my back porch and drink out of a whiskey flask and
you know,
make cartoons.
I would totally spend my retirement just crab and lobster fishing in Maine if that were a thing.
Same. It is a thing. It's the only thing. Shit.
I mean, okay, like, not off a boat, but like off the rocks, kind of like Rex and I used to back in
Off the
California.
jetty, yeah.
Well, this is the thing, like lobster trapping, you purchase a license. I think the first one allows you 1 trap, and the next one allows you 8 traps, and then the next level allows you like 330.
No,
I don't remember the exact numbers, but like the first one's like 8, the second one's like 40, and then above that it's like 300 and something. It's something like those numbers. I can't remember, but he has, like, he used to have the one that was like 300 something when he would do tours and boat stuff, but he's like, you know, 79, 80 now, so he just kind of like goes out on a boat smaller time. Because that's what I would do. Like, if when I, you know, in 20, 30 years, I just want, like, let me get like 20, 30 traps where I can go out and do that stuff and you know, set up a little thing at the edge of the road and sell people lobsters. Like, I would totally do that. I need to hit him up because I know he owns like so much real estate out there.
Yeah.
I would absolutely love to get a retirement home in Calais, Maine, and have a second retirement home in St. Charles, New Brunswick. Just like live at the border of Canada and the United States, and depending on what I need on what day, I can just go to the other place. The other side. Pimple face. I'll take you to the other place. I love Maine. I think Maine is my favorite state. I haven't been farther west than Texas, though. California could be cool.
There's cool stuff
Depends.
about California.
I mean,
There's so
don't
much
think-
that's about
California.
it.
I don't think I'm gonna like it more than I like Maine. But
I lived in
know.
it for like 30 years, and I thought for sure that that's probably where I was gonna die. And then after living in other places, I can definitely see there are
Yeah.
better places than California for sure. California just has a lot of liberties going for it, but that's about it.
I am 100 million% East Coaster. I'm maritime East Coast. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, jeez, dude. Like I'm East Coaster all the way. People, when they meet me down around those parts, they think that I'm not, and they think there's something slightly wrong with me. But I mean, they're not wrong. But I still fit in. Like, as much as I hate big cities, I think that I would be a New Yorker before I would be a Los Angeles or person from LA. I don't know. I've never been there. I can't say I don't like a place if I've never been. That would be very ignorant of me. But
I think if you want to do California someday, you need to break it up into 2 trips, maybe even 3, because there's northern, central, and then southern.
the
They're all
Baja,
very
the Baja
different.
area.
Yeah.
I'm-
SoCal is pretty cool, but like,
I assume Northern
it's just
California is just
expensive as
kind of
hell.
like
Northern California
going
is
from
not that
hipster
different.
place, slowly turning into hipster Twin Peaksy kind of place.
I would say
Like,
that
there's
like,
forests up here and waterfalls, and now we're in Canada.
driving through Maine and then driving through a lot of like the Pacific Northwest, like the attitude is basically the same. The scenery is only slightly different. That's all. Like they're both beautiful for their own reasons. That side of the continent has like redwoods and shit. Over here, you got like a bunch of birch and other things. So it's really just like same mentalities, different foliage, more or less. But each has its own charm, for sure.
You must be Nikolai. All right.
Doesn't seem like very many frames.
Kill Scribbles. If I do that anytime soon, I will announce it here. I'll probably make an announcement. If you're on the Discord, I'll probably make an announcement on the Discord. I'll go into announcements. Make sure that you have the room called # announcements. Just, or hashtag announcements or whatever. Be sure you have notifications for that one turned on. And I'll put something in there like, hey, it's going to be on this day. You need a laptop or a computer that can connect to Discord voice. I think everyone in the world and their grandmother can do a voice screen share on Discord at this point. I assume nobody's got too much trouble with that. But I will definitely announce that in the announcements text chat on the Discord. Be like, hey, if you want to come learn grease pencil stuff, we'll do it on this day. Bring a laptop, and I'll tell you right now, if you're going to get distracted, if you're looking at your phone, you flip it through YouTube while I'm trying to like show you how to do something, don't bother with it. You're like, this is like Shaolin Temple shit. You gotta climb up the stairs and really want in your deepest soul of souls to learn some shit. Because if you come in here and you're like, oh, that's cool, and you're scrolling through TikTok on your phone every other minute, and then you're like, oh, okay, I caught up, I did that thing. If you come in there like that, it's like, fine, like, I don't care. I don't care. You're not wasting my time because I'm not like going back and like holding up everybody for 45 minutes because you're on your phone. If I feel like somebody's doing that, I'll tell you, like, dude, you got to pay a little more attention. You got to catch up because there's 20 people in here and you are the one person that's not catching up. I don't mind slowing down for somebody. If somebody's a little slower or they have trouble processing something, absolutely, we'll have like other people that can help them in private or something. You know, I'm no child left behind when it comes to Blender, but if we're dragging behind because someone's just irresponsible or they forget to, you know, do a thing or they're just distracted, not paying attention, I don't want to do that. I don't want to like hold up 19 other people because somebody can't put their phone down. I don't think that's going to be a problem though. Because I'm not going to announce it the day of. I'm going to announce it a week before and be like, hey, this is where the thing's going to be. Get this role approved. You know, we'll add this role to you on Discord. And in 7 days, be there at 3 p.m. And we're going to lock the room at that point. And if you're late, you're late. Like I said, you know, if somebody's 10 or 20 minutes late or whatever, they can't catch it, you know, sorry. But, you know, if you think there's a chance of you being late, go learn some Blender. Learn some shit to where, like, if you show up an hour late because you have work, you already know the stuff that we're going over. I strongly recommend everyone watch my videos. I'm probably going to, just to save everyone time, I'm probably going to expect people, like, if you've never used Blender before, I'm probably going to state that, like, you need to watch these 2 videos possibly more than once a piece. But watch these 2 videos and get this down. And I'll still go over everything that I went over in the videos, but, like, I'm going to expect everybody to have looked at those videos. Because if they don't, they're like, oh, I just want to, like, I don't want to watch a video, show me things. Like, well, you're going to come in and we're going to be like 45 minutes ahead of you and you're not going to have any idea what's going on. So I'm probably going to require that everybody watches those 2 videos that I made, and then we can jump in and you're just going to, like, this could be like F-Zero. You're gonna make a lot of fucking progress in a tiny amount of time. And it'll be free, 100% free. All right, Rex, I think it's ready for you now. You must be Nikolai.
Okay.
For the talking frames, you'll notice on these frames where he has the upper teeth, these little pieces here. Like, it's just a little piece. Every new frame of Wolf's mouth, I have to draw them on these because the teeth layer, as you can see back here, the teeth layer is behind the lip.
Yeah. Little optical illusion.
Don't worry about drawing them. When you do all these in between mouth frames here, you can see there's one here you got to do. There's a couple here, the rectangles I'm drawing. You'll see them in a second. And then here, and then here. Like, those are the ones that you got to do. And what I would do on them, I would just do the Control-Shift-A on viewport, like make a copy of all 3. I mean, you got to go to the tool and click sculpting mouth, jaw, upper teeth locked, like this button, or Control-Shift-Alt-1. I think we set your shortcuts to the same as mine, but anyway, like, you can just hit the button. You can hover your mouse over it and it will tell you the shortcut, Control-Shift-Alt-1. Yeah, I want everyone to use Blender. I do, literally everyone. I want the demand for Blender to grow so big that everybody keeps working on it and making it better, and Adobe goes out of business. Because I hate Adobe. I hate everything that they've done to the business model. They're like the EA games of the art world, really.
That's true.
Autodesk is doing good out there, but they charge way too much money. I have a tiny bit more respect for Autodesk than I do Adobe. Adobe just acquired a bunch of shit. I mean, I don't know if that's what Autodesk did or not. I don't know any of their history, but I know for a fact Adobe acquired a bunch of shit that they didn't make. Like Adobe Audition is just Cool Edit Pro that's been around for decades, and they just bought it, made everything green, and then called it Adobe Audition. And I'm sorry, I used Cool Edit Pro even back when I was in high school. I made all my original music before I knew what Fruity Loops was or any of that stuff. Yeah, I made all my songs in Cool Edit Pro. But anyway, I'll go ahead and send this to you and you can figure it out on your own. Wolfshot6.blend. Or yeah, there we go. This is so dope. I just drag you a file and then bam, it's there.
Got it.
And when you're done, you send it back and I just drag it into the folder and just load the main file with all of the characters in it, and it just automatically updates. This is the greatest workflow for any cartoon series. I guarantee.
I was gonna say, like, so far this has been like extremely painless. Like, even though I've done like 1, 2, 3.
This is the thing.
4.
You both done about 4, give or take. Like Bubba's done 3 and you've done 5, or you've both done 4.
And it's been silky smooth
last month
so far.
Yeah,
I think I've done 4.
and you send them to me, however, on the OneDrive, or just drag them to me in fucking Discord. It doesn't matter. I pull the file over, I save it, and I just reload the main file, and everything's in there. Yeah, see. It's so great.
Scrubbing through it now.
Is it working? Does the sound and everything?
Pause my music. Actually, I was just gonna check that. I've never done audio stuff in Blender yet, so.
Well, I mean, the default settings, it should run just fine.
There's no sound when I scrub through.
Oh, well, can you share your screen on Discord?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. I'm a big dummy. I didn't pack the WAV file.
You fool.
Yeah, that's... I'll do that right now. I'll go to
Boo
the WAV
him.
file.
Boo him. Weren't we just talking about how silky smooth this was and you fucking fart in my front porch?
The AO
I'm
is
kidding.
a goat fuck. I've got the source here. There it is, the button that says pack. There we go. So this file is 44 megabytes. With a sound clip, it is 44.3. Okay.
Okay.
All
So
right,
I'll just delete
now,
the one you sent me
delete.
and use this
I'm
one.
even going to delete it from our conversation in Discord.
It never happened.
Yeah. What never happened, huh? That's Wolfshot 6. That one should work. It should.
Let me try. Put her where she needs to go.
Fucking hook. Flunk the maggot. An F? You gave me an F? You mean, nasty man. She took my toy. It's my bear. I want a party. I want a cookie. Me. Now.
I want.
Now.
Okay,
Smee,
Hook.
get up off your ass and stop me. Don't you dare try and stop me this time, Smee. Try and stop me. Stop me, Smee. Get up off your ass and try and take this. Oh my God. That movie's so good. Fuck Rotten Tomatoes. Fuck all those, like...
I could not believe that was Glenn Close.
The boo
beginning.
box. Not the boo box.
Yeah. Bro, that was Glenn Close.
Yeah, dude.
Dressed as a
Mind
dude
blown.
pirate.
That was
Could
great.
not believe that. So awesome.
I will
The
need to
boo
rewatch
box.
because I do not recall that at all.
Yeah, the pirate that they put in the
They
boo
put in the box
dropped
and put little scorpions in
very
there because
beginning.
they made a
That
bet
was
against
Glenn
the...
Close. That
Yeah,
was-
she
dude.
put on a fake beard and spirit gum and everything and played a pirate.
No! No!
That's
I did.
nothing short of amazing.
Dude, can we watch Hook tonight?
Fucking hell yeah, man.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Uh,
All right, so I've sent you the thing. You've got your
Mhm.
work.
It works. It works perfectly now.
Yeah, Hook. Like I think this is the thing. Don't ever in your entire life trust Vladimir Putin before you trust the critic rating on Rotten Tomatoes. No offense to our Russian viewers. Я люблю вас. But yeah, never trust the critic rating on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like IGN with Call of Duty. Yeah. Hey, we should do that. I should like go on the special server and we should just deafen and have a big watch party for Hook. Are you up for that?
Yeah.
Are you up for that? For real? For keeps?
Me? Yeah.
Everybody? Well,
for what?
yeah, let's go do that. Let's go do that. I think that'll be fun. If you guys want to, we'll be on
I already
there.
said yes.
I'm just speaking to everybody at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
I'm gonna raid laughing, but anybody that wants to go over to the Discord server, we'll do in the public watch party.
See you there.
Watch party, got it.
We'll see you there. Oh yes, be ready. Oh my God, I haven't seen this movie in so long. It's so great. Peter Pan's all grown up because he left Never Never Land. Let's do it.